Yo, is this thing working? Alright, what's up? I'm Batman, and today we're gonna do a lot of things. But first, we're gonna take some pictures with this guy. Excited? Just finished him, or got him to the place that I'm happy to start taking pictures, so let's go. Alright, we are outside, boys. We got this little guy. It's a lovely sunset as well. Oh, let's get down to his level, crack my knees, and we're just gonna place him down. Sometimes posing these guys can be a little annoying, but the sand is pretty wet. Actually, a little annoying? No, I enjoy the process, I swear. It's great. It allows me to practice my patience, and it's very rewarding. With this guy, he's stuck in the mud, so he's got a nice foundation. If I don't say so myself, I love the idea with his little sword and a bouquet of flowers. I just think it's fucking genius. It looks very cool. He's wearing one of my t-shirts. We got the HX on him for my brand. Got the little light out as well to get great shadows, and in this lighting you kind of do need a light. First time going outside with this guy is great. After working on him, it's lovely to appreciate the way he looks in the context of a picture. Making these toys allows me to create a new world, with the figure itself being a reference and everything else can scale to it. Alright, we had a great walk, now we're back in the making cave, and it's time to get cracking. Today, we're going to be working on a figure. There's no surprise there. This guy is 1/6 scale, so I can get a lot more detail into him. This is the concept today. We're going to be making this into a figure. I love scale and I like working on multiple scales. I love toys, but I also love fashion. First task we're going to be doing is recreating the jacket that goes over the hoodie. As you can see, here's the real piece. We got the dark brown to light brown, and with some magic, hey, I did it. Took it outside, spray painted it, airbrushed it, and we got it going. Just gonna paint the trim to represent the original jacket where it's darker. So I'm thinking about adding the patches as decals, but also I might leave it as it is, but I'll keep thinking about that. Alright, now talking about decals, we are going to be adding one onto the jumper. Original design that I've done for Happyless. We're going to add it into the hot water. This is going to allow the decal to soften and slide off of the sheet that it's on. In a couple of attempts, I've realised that the white is actually a cutout, so there's no ink on that, so I'm going to have to paint the back of the hoodie white so it will show through the decal. Not what I originally intended, however it allows it to kind of have a new look, more of a handmade look, which I'm not opposed to. Alright, we're gonna slip this boy on. I'm freaking holding my breath right now. But it's a little wonky. Oh. Alright, it's looking good. You can stop touching it, Nathan. You don't want to rip it or anything. At this stage, it is very fragile. And we're going to allow it to dry, and then we're going to go over it with a decal fixer. Now I'm just touching up the white, kind of making it more defined, a nice white border around it. Alright, now we're on to the main event. We're sculpting the mask. I'm using the original one as a reference, as you can see in the background, the real life-size version, and I'm turning it into a 1/6 scale copy of that. Found it a pretty interesting process to kind of take what I see and to sculpt it into a very smaller scale. It's going pretty well. Pretty happy. At the moment I'm using oven baked clay, and now as you can see I'm going on to Milliput. Milliput is an epoxy clay that hardens in about an hour to 2 hours, so you have a small amount of work time, which for me, that pressure allows me to kind of create a diamond. It gives me a workspace, and then afterwards when it hardens you can go in with a Dremel and really smooth it out and kind of get the form that you'd like it to be. Now we're doing the hooded section of the mask, rolling out a little bit of the oven hardened clay, and we're just putting it on top of a old head sculpt. I found this a lot of fun, making it look like fabric, just allowing the wrinkles to form and then flow them into their shapes. It's really interesting creating something to look like something it isn't, to make something that's plastic and hard look like soft and fabric and flowing. It's a challenge, but I've really enjoyed it. Alright, we just be sculpting and sculpting until we get to a place where we're happy with it. Alright, we got this guy painted up, not looking too bad. Went in with a black and then a red to create the shadows, and we got this little dude. Gonna paint him up too. I'm gonna go with a bone white to kind of represent the mask that you see in the back. I'm gonna leave the video here, and I'll see you in the next one where I'm gonna continue making the figure. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, let me know what you think, any inspirations, anything I could do, but I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.